Are your beliefs truly yours, or were they programmed into you before you ever had a choice?
Good question. Many of us have had that question, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because as we're in our journey, it's kind of like most people call it second guessing maybe, but I call it redefining.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's the question the Hierophant asks us.
Yep. So that's what we're talking about this week is the Hierophant.
Yes.
When I look at my card from my horror deck, which still is my favorite card, or my favorite deck, to me what I saw was wise, yet not up for teaching the unteachable. Like those who don't want to learn. So he looks like the kind of guy or person, masculine energy, that doesn't mess around. And so like to me it's with his crown, the way his crown is shaped up and pointing up, and it's kind of like the airways or the guidance from into the divine. He looks like he would be someone who would not control karma, but maybe have a say in some karma.
Oh, okay.
Which has really no relevant to the Hierophant definition that we're going to get ready to talk about. So I was a bit confused when I looked at the card and I read it, and then I saw what the meanings for them were.
Right. But that's okay too, because that's also the difference between reading intuitively and reading with the information. Because I feel like every time it's been pulled in a reading for me, that's not right. Like it didn't match what I learned about the card itself.
Yeah.
So we'll learn today.
We're going to learn today.
We'll learn you, darn you. Okay, well, the core energy is spiritual authority, moral law, societal structure, tradition, sacred knowledge, and initiation. Initiation.
Okay.
He's the teacher, the priest, and the bridge between worlds. Did you do the numerology stuff? Because he's Taurus. He's fixed. He's Earth, which is stability, value, and tradition.
Mm-hmm. And he's the 5.
Mm-hmm. I didn't do the number.
Numerology 5.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 is change.
Changes.
That basically, so to me, like when you get the card, then it's telling you to take a couple of different looks at, well, like you said in the beginning, is it something you've learned as a learned behavior, or something that was ingrained in you, or is it how you truly feel?
Yeah, because after learning about the Hierophant, like it's truly the card that is the story of my coming out of the cult.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I resonate so much with the Hierophant card.
All right, well, let's talk about that.
Okay, well, let's go into the imagery.
Yep.
He is sitting on a throne in between 2 pillars, which represents the gateway between the physical and the spiritual world. The pillars represent duality between conscious, unconscious, exoteric, and esoteric, which I hear a lot, maybe not used the right way.
Okay.
So I just wanted to, exoteric means it's there for everybody.
Right.
Esoteric is like the secret handshake.
Okay.
It's the special language used for those in the know.
Okay.
Like, I use a different vocabulary for my collective because my collective knows. Right? The ones with the special knowledge.
Yeah.
So, exoteric is just everybody, anybody. It's a public record.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, then he's wearing the triple crown, which is dominion over the 3 realms, body, mind, and spirit.
Okay.
He's doing the hand gesture of blessing. 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down, as above, so below.
Good.
And he acts as a conduit of divine wisdom. Now he's got the keys of heaven at his feet, one gold and one silver.
Yep.
That represents unlocking the spiritual mysteries. That one is conscious and one is subconscious. He's got the two acolytes, or followers, with the little bald heads, little monkey monks. That represents humanity seeking guidance. Is representing the importance of spiritual lineage,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a shared belief and tradition. And then the red robe is power, divinity, authority, life force expressed through order and doctrine. And I have an issue with the word doctrine because I think indoctrinate. So, but that's my own major malfunction.
Right.
Now, the psychological and the spiritual. He's the voice of spiritual law and inherited beliefs. He's the guardian of tradition, the system that shapes us. So no matter how much we try to deny it, or it does.
Yeah.
It's religion, education, family values, and cultural norms.
Okay. Kind of like, yeah.
It's the initiation, where one is called to learn, submit to the process, or be part of something larger. So it's your crossroad. It's asking you to choose. Like, what are you going to do at this point moving forward?
Okay.
Which is what I like.
Yeah.
But, okay, so now to the upright reverse.
Okay. So in this explanation, which was what I was having issues with earlier, terminology maybe, in the upright position, it represents tradition, conformity, which religion, again, orthodoxy, mentorship, and spiritual guidance. In the reversed, it represents rebellion, iconoclast. Is that how we said it? Iconoclast?
Mm-hmm. And we looked it up.
Yes.
It's either someone that bashes someone else for their religion
Mm-hmm. Or ideals.
or ideals, or it's someone who destroys the imagery stuff of another. Like if I were to go rip all the crosses and break all the Virgin Marys.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Innovation and rule breaker.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in the reverse.
So, yeah. My research, it's upright, is spiritual education or mentorship, ceremony, sacred rites or marriage, institutions, traditions, or conventional paths, doing what is socially accepted, a time to learn rather than rebel, seeking deeper spiritual truths, learning from a mentor group, integrating ancient wisdom, or stability and moral alignment.
I like those definitions way better. Those seem to fit in the way that I read with them.
Yeah.
With the Hierophant.
In the reverse is breaking away from tradition, personal spirituality over organized religion, rejecting authority or questioning your beliefs, dogmatic thinking, hypocrisy within institutions, a need to find your own sacred truth, blind conformity, dogma and control, restriction of spiritual expression, and feeling bound by rules or judgment. The spiritual function. He represents the translator of divine wisdom, the one who brings spiritual truths into form.
Okay.
Unlike the high priestess who guards mysteries, the Hierophant is the one that makes them accessible to the collective.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then he asks, what have you inherited spiritually, morally, or culturally? And does it serve your evolution?
Inherited being the operative word.
Right. Well, yeah. Are you being initiated into something sacred or imprisoned by a belief system that you never chose?
Yeah, so, and this asks the questions, what belief systems or traditions have shaped the way I see the world? Where in my life am I craving guidance, structure, and mentorship? Am I following a path because it feels true or because it was what I was taught to do?
Mm-hmm.
What spiritual practices help me stay grounded? And how do I relate to tradition?
Mm-hmm. I saw a video this morning, and in true form, I can't friggin' remember it, but it was talking about something along the lines of, even as babies, like when we're little babies, our parents are going through whatever they're going through at that time.
Yeah.
And even though we don't have language yet,
Right.
through the energy and the emotion and the all of that, we're already being programmed.
Yep.
From the moment we take our first breath.
Yeah.
Through our interactions with our parents and what we feel from them.
Yeah.
So it's like the most basic of this.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to be like, oh, religion. Oh, how did your religion indoctrinate you? It could just be, how did our family system set in us a set of rules?
Yeah.
That maybe we don't even believe should be rules.
Yeah. Well, I just got a picture of a bowling alley, and when they grease the lanes, whoever starts the bowling, like starts to bowl first or whatever, their ball will make that line. And if it's a strike, then if you hit that certain lane, you can get it the same way all the time because
like driving in the truck ruts?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
From point one,
the
first bowler, the
bowler,
first kid coming up, then it's just already set in motion. That those grooves are there.
Right.
So
hope they were good.
It's not that you can't get out of the grooves, but you kind of like the smooth sailing.
Yeah.
You get into the groove and you roll with it. But as an infant, you don't know what you're in for, or as a parent, giving that to your child without intending to.
Right. And as long as you're young and in your family system, a lot of times you don't even realize anything's wrong. Like, right. Oh, everybody's like this. That's how everybody is. And it's not until you go to school or make friends or whatever,
get out of that
you're like, oh, that was quite fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. And like when you talk, because I don't say often, I have mentioned in the past that one of my relationships kind of seemed like cultish, because it was so close knit, that there wasn't like, rarely did we have outside influences. It was a very loving family environment, but it was very close. And so I didn't experience some of the things in my adult life until I got out of that relationship. And then I was just like, oh, well, yeah. Me, I always jump into the fire because I went from real tight, I don't want to say proper because we weren't proper, but more traditional type family setting. And then I started working at a police department in the detective bureau, and that just blew everything out of the water. So environment is is a factor as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So
okay, when you get the card in a reading, you are either entering a period of spiritual learning or initiation.
Okay.
You're being guided toward a mentor, teacher, or ancestral path, or you're being challenged to examine the beliefs that govern your life.
Right. Yeah. Or all of the above. Because it seems like a lot of people struggle with those things right now.
Yeah, and I think the problem is people overthink it.
Mm-hmm.
When I ask you, yeah, but I know you always went along with this, but you didn't agree with how your family did things.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you don't believe it because even though you did it, you had a problem with it.
Yeah.
I'm not insulting your family
No.
in any way, shape, or form. That's how your family works.
Right.
And something in you is rebelling against it. So just look at that. Don't think I'm calling your family into question or saying your mom's a bad mom or
Right.
like people attach people and or God to beliefs.
Yep.
Usually wherever they learned that belief from, they attach that person that they learned it from to the belief.
Exactly.
But they're two separate things.
Right.
It's like I could be cool with God, but want to burn the religion to the ground. Right? Because the religion is a man-made structure.
Yes.
The religion is not God.
That's what we were talking about earlier. That's my whole debacle with this, which stemmed from me looking up the Hierophant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, don't shoot the messenger type thing. No. You want to shoot the messenger because it's
Right.
we're not shooting anybody's head.
Well, it's a messenger that's delivering their own message.
Well, I was looking at, so like if somebody in my family is supporting something that I don't necessarily, it's not that I don't believe in it, but it's just not something that I choose to put my energies into.
Mm-hmm.
So how did I want to put that? Because it's like they're the messenger. No, that doesn't fit. Sorry.
They're trying to deliver a message to someone that doesn't want to hear it.
Right.
Like, I'm over here.
And that's where I say, yeah, go ahead and get rid of the messenger then, because we don't want to hear it.
Yeah, because I'm over here cooking dinner. And I'm
Right.
tired and I'm focused on dinner.
Right.
But if you want to come in and have me talk to me about changing diaper, I don't know, anything that doesn't have to do with what I'm doing right now.
Right.
My energy is into this. I'm focused on this. Like, if you can help come in, we'll chit chat, we'll do the thing.
Yeah.
But if you're going to talk about something you know gets on my nerves, you're not welcome in my kitchen.
Right.
So when I tell you this gets on my nerves, please just stop talking about it.
Right.
Keep that message.
If you want to come in,
I'm not the audience for
that
that particular message.
Exactly. Well, so let's take a look at our cards.
Yeah. She says, it's actually called the Hierophant. It says, tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything.
Ah.
Oh Lord, I can't see. I don't have the right glasses on, but we'll get it.
Okay, we'll get it.
You stumble into a local shop owned by a wise witch. She's more than happy to help new and aspiring practitioners find their way in the sometimes overwhelming world of the craft. She offers you the same advice she offers them. Regard the new ways of doing things with the same respect as you do the old, for nothing was meant to stay the same forever. How boring would it be if nothing ever changed? Break away from established norms every chance you get. Make your own unique brand of magic. If people point and laugh at you for daring to be different, point and laugh at them right back for being so cowardly as to be the same as everybody else. That's the upright.
Okay.
In the reverse, you may be following a path because it's what's expected of you, but nobody except you can possibly know what will make you the happiest. Make the decision that feels the most authentic to you and pay no mind to what other people have to say about it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, so this one is all about owning your truth.
Right. Which I think is what it should be anyways.
Most definitely. And it's okay to not know what your truth is. Oh, because here's something that seems to be a huge thing. It's okay to question your beliefs.
Yes.
It says in a particular book that you should question, because if it's true and real, it will stand up to scrutiny.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting that out there. But a lot of people are like, oh no, I can't. That's bad. You
Right.
can't question.
Well, that was one of the things you got in trouble for all the time.
All the time. Do not go beyond what is written.
They don't like it. They don't like to be questioned.
Right.
Which is a red flag.
Yeah.
Or answering a question with a question. All right, so we have the guide. Ooh,
yeah,
I
and
like
the Enchanted Dreams, that's called the guide. She said, well, Alejandro Jodorowsky says, let the inner God that is in each of us speak. The temple is your body, and the priest is your heart. It is from here that every awareness must begin. The key words: knowledge, teacher, mentor, religious institutions, advice, wisdom, revelation, honoring rituals and ceremonies, conformity, and conservative. Ooh, I don't like that word. The meaning. This card indicates the need to look at your beliefs. What are they and where have they come from? Are you following belief systems of others, or are they really yours? How true are you to yourself? This card indicates conformity, rule, and tradition, and some of which may be outdated but are still being followed because that's just how it's always been. You may need help to delve deep into the mysteries of the universe. Maybe you're feeling the need to consider joining some form of structured learning group as you have decided you want to follow a conventional path and the traditional values of what? Maybe you are feeling the need to consider joining some form of structured learning group as you have decided you want to follow a conventional path and the traditional values of culture or society. Is there a situation happening now that is due to your beliefs? Try changing how you think about it and see what effect it has on the situation. A spiritual mentor may cross your path. The advice here is to listen to what they have to say, but keep an open mind and only take what resonates with you. You do not have to believe everything you are told. The question: what external guidance do you need at this point in time? The affirmation: I hold the keys for unraveling spiritual truths which support my journey as a seeker of the unknown. The task: read, have an open mind. Oh, read a spiritual book that you normally would not read. Well, here's my thing, and what I think is so cool, and I'm curious. Like, I got all the questions all the time about all this stuff. I don't care whether I believe in it or not. But what is so very cool is, if I don't believe in a thing, like, those tend to be the things I learn the most from. Not that, oh, now I support the thing I don't believe in, but they come from such a different perspective than what I'm used to, that it teaches me some things.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't believe in that, but what a way to look at a thing.
Yeah.
You know? So it is really good to step outside of your norm. Just because you read a book about, I'm not a Buddhist. Let's say I read a book about Buddhism. That doesn't, oh, now I'm a Buddhist. No, now I have
knowledge.
information from a perspective I've never seen before.
Right.
And so maybe now I have a new way of looking at things.
See, but that, like, to me, that and the Hierophant, like, open-mindedness.
Mm-hmm.
You have that open-mindedness. So when you come up against someone who's not open-minded or wants you to believe they're open-minded, but their actions speak louder than their words.
Right.
Sometimes their words are loud, but the actions of that is yeah. Which was my, like, I'm so against hypocrisy. Like, to me, to be in the spiritual learning, in the awakening or the ascension, you have to stay open-minded to things. But the biggest thing is accepting people for who they are, where they are. Not necessarily that I'm going to go hang out with them, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like we talked earlier, like, don't dog me out for something. And it's like that splinter in your eye when you got a freaking log in yours, like you're trying to look around that. Yeah.
I have noticed the people that claim to be so tolerant are the most intolerant people I've ever met.
Me?
No.
I think I have some tendencies sometimes too, though.
But you're pretty open-minded as well.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty open-minded, but I still, well, I got really irritated with that. So clearly I have some learning from the Hierophant to do, which I'm going to. I'll go home and meditate on it and try and connect and see.
Yeah. Because it's really about knowing yourself and what you truly believe. Because one of the, when I came out of the cold, I said, okay, I'm going to read the Bible. Not their Bible, the actual Bible. Because they have their own translation. Because I've read the Bible like 6 or 7 times. I'm going to read it. The one I never read before because I wasn't allowed to. With an open mind. And I'm going to see. I want to try to figure out what I believe because I believe it. Or what I believe because I was taught to believe it.
Yeah.
I did not make it through Genesis.
Oh, wow.
I got pissed.
Oh, wow.
I got mad. It doesn't say the same thing. The stories, like, I've known the stories. I've read the story. I know the stories.
Yeah.
I don't know why until that moment I got this. Read the Bible. Not because any other reason. There's some really messed up stuff in there. And if you're in for intrigue and war and sex and debauchery and all that read your Bible. It's an exciting tale.
It is interesting, I might say, but
I'm still finding places in my life that I had no idea that the religion touched. That I believe things. I was having a conversation with a friend. And with this particular friend, I kind of zone out. The one that stays for hours and hours and hours and hours and always has problems, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm talking, like I'm holding a conversation, but I'm not there. But then I say something and I stop myself and it's like, I didn't think I believed that.
Oh, wow.
Like those words just came out of my mouth and they were true. And I had no idea I thought that way. So look at what you believe about stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I was always, not that I was anti-Bible. If you want to read the Bible, that's all good and everything. But I always took it, for me, it was based on interpretation. And not necessarily in a negative way. Because if when I was in those days and I had a problem, I went to the Bible. And I picked something. I opened the pages, because you know me, I'm one of those chance people. Mm-hmm. I opened a page and lo and behold, it resonated. Mm-hmm. It didn't matter what it was, it resonated, which I'm like, all right, cool. But I'm not going to sit there and and tell you that you're wrong for thinking that or whatever, that it has to be interpreted this way or that way.
Well, it's just like that's why there's so many religions. Everybody can interpret the same text in different ways.
It's because they're looking at it through their lenses.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can learn to clean our lenses sometimes, then we can look at things a lot easier.
Well, once I figured out who King James was.
Yeah, I don't even know. And I grew up freaking catechism till 8th grade. Every Monday.
It's interesting. I'd like to do that. Like little segments on people who we know who they are, but we don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
We'll
interesting.
do that. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that.
Up next week.
Up next week is
King James, the author of your Bible.
Oh, there's several. Never mind.
Maybe we'll start doing 2 or 3 cards per video so we can kind of get through them.
Well, yeah, because we had a lot. We're on number 5 now?
Yeah.
No, 6.
Yeah.
This
After
Hierophant
this
was 5, so we'll be doing 6 next week. What do we know what 6 is?
Oh, I guess I could
I
look.
don't know my cards.
It doesn't mean. I think it's the lovers.
Oh yeah, that's what you would
the
say.
lovers.
So, well, that'll be maybe a nicer. This guy's judging.
But he's not
I
judging.
know he's not judging.
But that's the thing about it. It's because of our culture and the way we feel about religion. He looks like the Pope. A lot of people call this the Pope card.
Oh, I've seen that. Yep.
So he looks like he's blessing us.
Yeah.
And he's saying, look, here, the information, all the information is open and free.
Yeah.
And I'm offering it to you.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding. I'm not gatekeeping. Like, here it is. But culturally, we see this figure and be like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Don't tell me how to live my life.
Right. But that's not who he
Don't make
is.
me feel guilty.
Right. He's opening the gates for
Yeah.
us.
Yep.
That just lets me know how much maybe kind of religious abuse
Ugh.
has been suffered when we look at a religious figure and the first thing we think is like, I don't have to listen to you.
Yeah. Or I don't want to listen to you.
Right. So,
All right.
but this car is the doorway to sacred order.
Yes.
Are you standing at the gate ready to receive or to question it?
Question every time. Question.
Yes.
And it's not disrespectful to question.
No.
If it's not right in my head, I'm never going to have it right.
Right.
So until you explain it to me in a way that I'm going to understand it and comprehend it, then we can move forward with it. But if you just keep telling me, and it doesn't click, then you're just talking to empty space.
Yep.
So there you have it, folks. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
That sounded familiar. So, okay, well, we'll be back next week with the lovers.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, peace out, peeps. We'll see you next time. Like, share, follow, and comment. We'd like to know your opinion on the Hierophant.